Hey guys, it's me again. Well, I haven't made any video in the past couple of months since I don't have anything on the top of my mind right now, or that I'm suffering from writer's block. But today, I'm going to be making a serious video this time. It was some news that I think you just heard of recently, or that some of you are probably aware of, or that some of you may never heard of before that might shock you. But anyway, the news is that Tom McComas, the owner of the company that produces toy train videos and books called TM Books and Video, had passed away at the age of 86. And to me, this sounds like a big shock because I didn't know that Tom is going to die sooner, like this year. But surprise, surprise, today it just happened. Tom McComas had officially died. And it was sad. We had lost one of the most prominent figures in the toy train industry. Now, Tom McComas had made a very big impact in the model and toy train industry for the past 50 years. Ever since the beginning, when he established TM Books and Video, he published a series of books titled A Collector's Guide and History of Lionel Trains, which they delve into the ins and outs of Lionel's products from the past decades and what their value is. Every piece of rolling stock, engine, accessory, and set was carefully examined and had been reviewed on many pages. Those guidebooks were insightful and great for anyone who had an interest in vintage Lionel trains or had a passion for vintage Lionel in general. I personally had never owned a TM guidebook before because usually I get the videos from them, but I would love to get one of their guidebooks someday so I can read the information and facts about Lionel trains and accessories and perhaps gain some knowledge from reading about them too. Tom is also a filmmaker, obviously. After his amicable discharge from the Marines that he had served in, Tom went to Hollywood to do some movies as an assistant director at Del Salu Productions. Then when he decided to become an independent filmmaker, he moved back to Chicago, and believe it or not, it is where he had made his first short film titled No Game Today back in 1967. It was about a young boy who sneaks into the Comiskey Park Stadium that was closed for today, which is home to the Chicago White Sox, and dreams of becoming a Major League Baseball player. Tom made this short film because he was a fan of the Chicago White Sox, and he used to be a good athlete in sports, especially baseball. And this is where the signature baseball bat sound effect used in the TM Books and Video logo was born.
He pitched a fastball, he swings, there's a long line. Oh, he's tagged this ball. It's going way back in the left. It may go out of here. No, it hits the wall. One run is in, two runs are in. Here is the tying run coming around third, and he's going to score. The left fielder picks the ball up. It looks like a triple. The kid is racing for third. Here is the relay throw. He's going to try to score. Here comes the peg to the plate. He is...
Later, in the late 1980s, several years after TM was established, Tom had produced another series of volumes called Great Toy Train Layouts of America, along with its video counterparts. Great Toy Train Layouts would become the first ever video series produced by TM, but this wasn't the first time TM had done a video about toy trains. 12 years ago, in 1976, they worked on a video about Lionel trains titled Lionel the Movie. It was their first ever video that they filmed about having toy trains running in action. Following after the success of Great Toy Train Layouts of America, TM had continued to produce more quality train videos and books. The Toy Train Reviews series released in 1991, and of course, in 1993, their most popular video series for families and children, yep, you guessed it, I Love Toy Trains. TM had officially made themselves a household name in every corner of the market, and the rest, they say, is history. Now, I wanted to get a little personal here. As I stated before, as a little kid, my introduction to TM Books and Video came from the New Hope and Ivyland Heritage Railroad, where I'd ridden on a train behind steam locomotive number 40. Then when I went inside the new open Ivyland Railroad gift shop, I looked around the shelves to see which train video or book that I wanted to get so I can take it home with me. I was expecting to get a book or video pertaining to Thomas, but then I spotted one of these colorful train videos showing covers of MS Paint drawings of trains, and the titles that said "I love toy trains" on them from top to bottom. This had attracted my attention. So out of all the I Love Toy Trains videos that were sold, I chose I Love Toy Trains number 3 on videotape. My parents had paid for it, and once I got back home to put it into my VCR, the video starts to play, and this is where it changed my life forever. I Love Toy Trains number 3 had made such an amazing impression on me when I was little. I was enchanted by multiple clips of toy trains or model trains running around on several layouts, and my younger self had almost made me feel convinced that they looked real on screen, kinda like with Thomas the Tank Engine. Not to mention it had some segments like the bloopers, educational/informative segments, songs done by James Coffey, plus Fred Holstein and Peter Pan Industries, and so many fun stuff all crammed into just one video. This is like the best thing ever for me at that time, and it was something I had never seen before. This video had sparked my interest into both real-life trains and toy trains. It had truly changed my life forever. I loved Part 3 since I was a little kid 18 years ago, and this had become one of my favorite I Love Toy Trains videos for a long time. Since then, I've been consistently getting a lot of TM videos over the years. I was so obsessed with I Love Toy Trains growing up that I begged my parents or grandparents to get some more videos for me, from gift/souvenir shops to hobby model stores, to Christmases, to birthdays. I Love Toy Trains, much like Thomas, had played a very big part of me for years. It has served as a gateway for kids to get into both the toy electric train hobby and real-life trains, just like me. And the series had shaped up my interest through Lionel, American Flyer, MTH, and some real-life railroads that I learned about throughout my life. Tom McComas was to I Love Toy Trains, while Britt Allcroft was to Thomas. Sometimes I would be getting videos from TM's other video series. I remember way back during the best Christmas I had ever had, I got some Gumby videos. But I also got 2 videos that I really loved as a kid, and those were I Love Big Trains' Parts 1 through 3 and I Love Christmas. I got both of them on DVD when I was younger, and they too had made a very good impression on me, a great one at that. And they're both a nice change of pace from the usual I Love Toy Trains videos too, although I do like that series a little more back then. Then I also used to watch I Love Lionel on video when I was a kid, and that too was great. I Love Lionel was an awesome video, and it was a video that commemorates the 100th anniversary of Lionel during the year 2000, same with the Century of Lionel video, a documentary on PBS. I even used to listen to some James Coffey music on my iPod or on the radio in the car from CDs to jam out to some railroad songs as a kid. Needless to say, I am a huge TM fanatic. TM had been one of the most influential parts of my life since my childhood. They're the gift that keeps on giving. They're the reason why they got me into toy trains and real-life trains in the first place, especially from the I Love Toy Trains series or so many other train video series. Like other kids, I learn, laugh, and want more from these videos, and that's what's important. And even that I grew out of Thomas, my unwavering interest in the trains had continued. I'd been getting so many train videos from TM during my years through elementary, middle, and high school as I was growing up. That's because, unlike Thomas, TM is marketed to anyone regardless of age. While I was growing up, I still continued to ask my parents, friends, or grandparents to get some more train videos made by TM, like many of their video series such as Lionel Nation, Great Toy Train Layouts of America, or Toy Train Review for that matter. Sometimes I would even put them under a wish list on Amazon, and at other times, I even bought some TM videos of my own, from either online or at a hobby model store. I'm sure gonna miss you, Toy Train Emporium. Eventually, I checked out some of their other video series that weren't focused on trains, like I Love Cat Machines, I Love Big Machines, or All About John Deere. Even though they had some segments that featured trains in them, I haven't watched them a lot as a kid due to my fixation on trains, like I Love Toy Trains or Lionel Nation or any other video series pertaining to trains made by TM. But still, I think those other video series were great and enjoyable too, and that they're worth watching. Also, John Deere was a spiritual successor to the I Love Toy Trains series during the mid to late 2000s, after they have been making I Love Toy Trains videos for over 10 years, since the 90s. Tom McComas was a passionate toy train enthusiast, a funny guy, an awesome writer, and a wonderful person to be around. He was an inspiration to every one of us in the train community as well as the Thomas community. Not only did I thank Tom himself for making the videos that he had spearheaded in, but also his fine crew too. Joe Stachler, Jeff McComas, James Coffey, James Toohey, Charyl McComas, and everyone else involved. I thank all of them for giving me a happy childhood and a happy life about trains. I also wanted to show my condolences to everyone and the McComas family for the loss of Tom, and I'm sure they'll never forget some of the best times that they had for the past 50 years. If it wasn't for TM, then I wouldn't have become a toy train/railroad enthusiast at all, nor to become a railroad nerd or toy train nerd for that matter, and not even into real-life trains either, even some foreign ones like some British railways. And I felt very grateful for them for producing such awesome content like this. They're not like any other company who makes toy train videos. They were always special to me from the bottom of my heart. And how much these videos have made a tremendous impact on everyone, including toy train enthusiasts. Anyway, thank you, Tom McComas. Thank you so much for bringing so much joy into everything you did. Toy trains, John Deere, Big Machines, Cowboys, Caterpillar, and even airplanes. You'd certainly done a lot in your career. Rest in peace, Godspeed, and as they say in the railroads, full steam ahead.